A higher cadence means less risk of running related injuries. At least, that's what the science says. But what if your cadence is too high? At what stage does it start to become counterproductive and making you slower? I mean, these runners in front don't seem to be going much faster than the person walking behind them. When does it start to become shuffling rather than running? And is that going to get you injured? Let's find out today. I'm okay. Salut, c'est Stéphane from Safe Motions. Have you ever noticed that elite runners always seem to have the same pace, no matter what stage of the race they're at? But we know that's not true. They definitely have some accelerations when they need to take over someone or at the end of the race. But the trick is they have a consistent cadence all throughout their race. What they play with to define their speed is their stride length. But that cadence stays constant. So what's a good cadence? For those elite runners, anywhere between 170 steps per minute and 190 steps per minute. So if you're worried that your cadence is too high and it's damaging your form, your speed, your energy efficiency, and perhaps even your joints, stick around. I'm going to tell you if you should worry about it and then how to reduce it if you need to. The science on the ideal cadence has nuanced a little bit. We used to think that 180 steps per minute was the magic number. Now those studies were made on professional elite athletes, which most of us aren't, and other factors come to play, such as length of your legs. So instead of focusing only on generic magic number, which could still provide good information, let me show you the signs that your running cadence might be too high for you. You're not lifting your heels off the floor very much. You're not moving your knees much either. You're staying in that really safe comfort zone. And your stride looks like this. Because of that high turnover, there's going to be a moment where you're going to be spending too much energy for the speed that you're producing. Also, because of that repetitive motion in such a short range, it's possible that some muscles start to stiffen up, especially if you don't stretch. More often than not, your form breaks down when you get tired, and this is when your cadence increases and your steps get shorter. If you're a trail runner on downhills, this is going to be very counterproductive because shorter strides there just means hitting the brakes and slowing down. Just like if you're going down some steps, the impact is going to go all the way up through your knees, your hips, your back, your neck. In terms of numbers, if your cadence is above 190, then you need to find the right balance. Look into whether this is too fast for you or not, and if it is, that's what you're going to do. Open up your stride, work on your hip flexors, work on your glutes, and practice so you get the muscle memory to kick in. Once you've lengthened your stride, doing some exercises, playlist up there, you can train yourself to apply those during your runs. And progressively, you'll see your cadence reducing. Do your homework, do your dynamic stretching, do your strength training, and in time, I am sure your cadence will become slower and safer. À bientôt!